Let's get going with our fusion class. Have your weights, your mat, and a lightweight scarf nearby. I'll meet you on the mat. Let's reach up and down. Softening the knees and bringing the palms downward, lifting up and down. This begins our Tai Chi inspired warm up. Up and down. Let's bring a little bit more energy into the hands by dropping those elbows down. Knees are soft, wrists are soft, and we're just twisting those wrists. So just keeping a nice soft bend in the shoulders and the elbows and letting those wrists twist nice and vigorously. Keep those knees soft, almost feel as though you're floating into those heels. We're going to drop one arm down and turn. Drop the other arm down and twist. Adding a little bit of a twist through that lower back. Keep moving from side to side, just shifting which hand is on top. And again, a nice light bend through those arms, in the elbow, and letting the shoulder move gently. Let's take a little bit of a bigger step out to the side on our next push and adjusting the feet on the next side as well. A little bit of a wider stance as we're pushing through this move, and we're going to just take it a little quicker. The exact positioning of the arms isn't terribly important, but you just want to feel that floating and moving. Shifting the weight is going to be from heel to heel, with the ball of the foot supporting that foot as well. The toes don't come into it. You can even lift those toes off the floor just to check that your weight is in the proper position. Let's slide in as we take that step. Slide in, slide in. So just increasing our action a little bit more and getting that body to warm up. Stepping through. Good. Couple more like this. Very nice. And we're going to pause here, bringing one arm underneath and one arm on top. Step out, heel toe, and reach. Top arm up, bottom arm down. We're going to repeat that. Slide in and step up and push. This is called part wild horse's mane in Tai Chi. We're just repeating this several times for our warm up because it also feels like a wonderful stretch. Beautiful. Let's step in, facing towards the front, and just start that side to side. Lunge again. Weight is in the feet. Just gently side to side. Flow and fuse. One more. And let's slide it in this time to the other side. Bring that ball into the waist. Step heel toe and reach. Part wild horse's mane. Scoop and press. Scoop up, turning toward that side, press out, scoop up, holding an imaginary ball, and then pushing in opposite directions with the hands. Let's do two more. Press and up and press. Let's go back to that side to side lunge, that Tai Chi lunge. We have borrowed this hand action from a couple of different Tai Chi warm-up and moves. It's similar to wave hands like clouds, and it's also similar to just a nice warm-up where you push away. It's called the mermaid looks in mirror, I believe, where you just look into a mirror and then push side to side. Beautiful. Let's step it in again, taking a step each time, and again using those arms to help keep rhythm and flow. Pushing side to side. Very nice. I'm going to go a little bit more vigorously now, toe to toe. Okay. I need to pause because I have a whopping giant spider like right there. Oh my gosh, I have to find a can to catch it in. I'm catching a huge spider. Oh my gosh, he's big. I don't really care about spiders. He's under a can just off camera. Okay, he's just gonna stay there. We're almost finished with that Tai Chi warm up. Very good. I think we were just about finished before I had the spider interruption. So, okay. Tai Chi warm up complete. And boy, my heart's racing now from finding the spider. Knees are bent. We're sitting in a semi chair position and just pushing that scarf away and back. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze together as you pull that scarf in and out. Let's rotate that scarf now on that push, reaching up and in a big circle. Let's go the other way. We got this. Warming up those shoulder blades and upper back, down and up, down and up. Awesome. I'm going to face the front so you can see our next move. It's going to go side to side. Fingers are a little further apart. Press side to side. Tricep press. Now hold it from the center. We're going to step out and in, out and in, out and in. Let that scarf flow. Out and in, out and in. Good. One foot in front, and this is a cat stance. We're doing that same circle with the scarf. One toe is forward. Let's switch to the other foot. Same thing. We're pushing to the front. You do not have to turn your body on an angle. I just find it a little easier for me to show you what's happening. Let's go back to the other foot, cat stance, and we're going to do a figure 8. Switch legs. Figure 8. Now we're going to alternate figure 8 and cat stance, changing each time. Good. Bigger figure 8. Use those that waist mobility and those abs. Gonna bring those feet out wide, lift up and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades, but keep the shoulders down nice and low. Let's go back to that circle. Push. Our feet are wide. Good. Nice little horse stance. Let's go back the other way. This is borrowed from some martial arts. This nice low horse stance. Let's go side to side. Take that grip a little wider if you need to. This time, let's take that side to side without moving the feet. Just take that waist side to side. Let that scarf flow, working through the abs, the core, and those legs. Very nice. And push. And push. Ooh, yeah. Good job. At the front of your mat, your shoulders are back, and we're going to take a nice deep breath in to begin sun salutations. Reach up, fold, bend your knees as much as you need to when you fold. Take a big step back with one foot and look up. Watch that the knee is over the ankle. Let's come back to a downward dog now, stepping those feet together and lifting the hips high. Down to a plank, and the knees can come down as you drop your body down, shoulders back to locust, and then back up to downward dog. We're going to take a quick trip down to the plank and then right back up to downward dog. And here's a lunge series. Soft knees as you step forward. The knees come down in the back, and then you rise up with the arms. Arms float down slowly and readjust the body to a high lunge, reaching those arms overhead. Now here's the challenge. We drop that back knee down 4 times. Reach back for the mat and step together. Rise up. It really helps to have those feet about hip width apart. Round 2, we're going to do the same thing with the other foot. Here's that deep breath in, that bend forward, soften the knees if you like. The other leg is going to come back and lift up to that high lunge. Step back to downward dog and then shift forward to a plank. You can keep your knees down or try that from a full plank, lifting up with the shoulders into that locust position and then back to downward dog, quick plank. It's almost like a little push-up action from that downward dog to that plank and back. Other leg now is coming forward. We're dropping the knee down and reaching up for that knee lunge. And then adjusting to the high lunge. The knee comes down and up in the back. Now, next time I do this rotation, I'm going to show you a slightly modified version of this for those who don't like to come to the full high lunge. And step together and up. Nice work. Once again, reach up. Exhale and fold. Stepping back, we're going to start with the same leg we started with at the beginning. We're back to that first leg. Back to downward dog, but you can do a tabletop and child instead of the downward dog. Up to a knee plank and down to the mat. Shoulders roll back. If we're feeling a little stronger, we can do a cobra now. And then back to that downward dog or child. Here's our knee plank and back. Now here's that lunge option with the modifications. Leg comes forward and we come up the same for this knee lunge. Instead of shifting to the high lunge, which you're welcome to do, just bring those arms back up again. Now, if you're in a high lunge, you're doing your knees. And if you're with me right now, we're just doing a circle with the arms. Engage those abs, stepping forward and rising up. Let's continue this round with some chair pose and reach. Chair pose and reach. And chair and reach. Let's float that down. Stepping back, same leg again. Looking up. And we're going to come right up to a 3-legged dog. Knee can be down if that's better for you. Here's that original lunge position again. We're going to step forward, knee down, and rise up. Arms float back down. This is the first option again. But if you would like to keep that knee down and do the arms instead of the knee drop. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Reach for the mat. Step together and rise up. Last round. Again, I'll show you both options on that first round. Exhale. Stepping back to high lunge or knee lunge. Stepping back to knee plank or downward dog or child. Hinge forward, knee plank, and drop down. Remember, you can do all of that from the toes, the plank, and the downward dog instead. Let's come back to that child pose, plank, and child pose. Stepping forward with the other foot. We're in our knee lunge, and we're rising up nice and slow. Use control. You're going to find there's a balance challenge here. That's okay. If you're wobbling, that's okay. Come up to that high lunge if you prefer, or you're with me here, and we're reaching. And 2, 3, and 4. Reaching forward to the mat, stepping together, and rise up. We're continuing this round with our chair pose. Chair pose. And chair pose. Let's reach down, big swan dive. Stepping back, still using the same leg we started with there. There's that high lunge and there's that downward dog. Lifting that leg up to three-legged dog. This can be from the knee. And here's the lunge series. Leg comes forward. Set up that low lunge with the knee on the floor and reach those arms up. Reach those arms back down. Finishing off with either high lunge or stay in that knee lunge. It's either the arms sweeping down or the knee dropping down. This is a little more challenging. Let's reach forward, step together, and rise up. Well done. Grab one weight and let's head down to your mat. One weight is at the ready. Opposite leg is up. We're going to reach it up and away with the arm and then pull the knee and the elbow together. Here we go. Out and in. So if this feels a little too much, do either the arm or the leg or drop the weight. Good. Couple more. Knee in and reach. The knee and the elbow don't have to touch. That's okay. Let's bring that free leg to the front, leaning in with the elbow. We're going to row. This is our athletics section using traditional toning and weightlifting moves. Take it to the side. We're working the back of the shoulder by lifting the knuckles up toward the ceiling. Lean forward, keep the belly tight. Good. Last 4 and 3, 2 and 1. We're going to put the weight down on the other side so that we're ready. Show me 4 awesome push-ups, and then we're going to start the other side. Here we go. 4 push-ups. 1. If you can't get all the way down, if that's not where you're at today, that's okay. Just cheat. Fake it till you make it. Go down as far as you can and then push up as far as you can. Let's take the other knee forward now. We have the weight on the opposite side of the leg. Let's row. Here's that row. You can't see my arm as it disappears behind, but you saw the other side, so you know what's happening, right? We're going to do that side lift now. Arm comes up to the side. The elbow is slightly bent. Just protecting that elbow joint. Good. Last 2 and 1. We're going to reset with this arm forward and this leg floating. So we're doing the opposite that we did at the beginning. Pull the belly up tight. Here's that hold. And now here's the knee. Into the elbow. 2, 3, keep pushing the knee and the opposite hand into the mat. Keep the back of the neck long. I'm not looking at my screen so that I can keep the back of my neck long. I've got to keep those eyes downward. Down and up. Very good. If your knee and elbow hit and touch, great. If they don't, that's okay. Go with your own range of motion here. Weight down. And we're going to shift it back to our Pilates. Let's set it up for Pilates. Sliding yourself in slightly forward in your mat. We're going to do some roll downs from a nice tall lift. Pulling your pelvic floor, your powerhouse, your navel. Keep your rib cage set and down and your shoulders really far down. We're nice and engaged through that center core. We're going to inhale again and lift through the back of the neck. As you exhale, roll down until those arms are extended. Inhale there. And then exhale as you come up to the top. pressing that tailbone down and lengthening through the back of the neck. Inhale there. Exhale, roll down. Going a little further. Inhale there, scoop the belly. Breathe into that back. Exhale up. Inhale tall, shoulders down. Tuck that chin in. Exhale as you roll down almost all the way this time. Let the lower back touch. Inhale there. Can you get back up? If you can, great. If you can't, just hold there and do the breathing. Exhaling, inhale at the top. And exhale down all the way. As controlled as you can, those arms float overhead. The belly stays strong, the rib cage stays down. As you exhale, we're coming right into hundreds, peeling the head and shoulders off the mat. Inhale, 2, 3. I just stifled a sneeze. I'm so sorry. I should be counting. 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 40. Legs can be up here for a little more challenge. 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 60. Inhale. 70. Inhale. 80. More challenge. Feet are here. 90. Inhale. 100. Inhale, head and shoulders back and feet back to the mat. Let's do one nice big roll up to the top. Inhale. Exhale, travel up, C shape and scoop. Yes, my feet came off the floor a little bit. That's okay. And come down. We're going to press those feet out and press yourself back in the mat. We want about mat width with those feet. We're lifting up. Shoulders are down. Spine stretch. Inhale, tall. Exhale, round that spine and reach up and over as though you're reaching over a log or a tree that has come across your lap. Inhale there. Exhale up. Shoulders stay down, away from the ears. Do it again. Inhale tall. Soften the knees if you need to, but keep your legs active. Inhale here, scooping the belly and stretching through the back. Exhale as you travel up. Inhale, tall, lengthen through the back of the neck. Every time you think of inhaling, you're thinking of lengthening. Exhaling as you scoop down, scoop the belly in, tuck your belly button right down into your lower back. Inhale there, keep scooping that belly. And then exhale up. Inhale tall. And exhale the arms down. We don't do a lot of repetitions, but we can really feel that when it happens. Shake out those legs. Good work. Just seated with semi-cross legs. Shoulders are rolling back and down. Feel how tall you feel after that. I do. I feel much taller and more supported after a fusion workout. Let's take one foot out in a semi-straddle, lifting up and over. Looking up and under that arm. And then reaching up. As you lean to the other side, hook that foot behind and stretch out that hip flexor. Just flowing from stretch to stretch here and holding for a fairly minimal amount of time today. But if you want to hold these longer, pause when you replay the video and you can hang on as long as you want. Let's take a big circle around with that back foot, place it across the front thigh, wrap, and pressing into the floor to lengthen the spine. We're going to turn through that lower back, open up the shoulder, and look over the shoulder. Very nice. Coming back into our relaxed seated position as we unwind. And we're going to move to the other side. Now, I can't see my screen right now, but I'm guessing that the angle will be better if I flip around. So I'm just going to flip so that you have a better angle for this second side. We use the other leg and come out to that semi-straddle, reaching up and over. Look up under the arm and open up the rib cage. And as we flow to the other side, elbow down for support, just hook that foot back and keep lots of space between that knee or that thigh and that other foot to open up that hip flexor. You can reach it up if you like. Feels nice and graceful. And there's a great front body stretch happening there. And if you want to hold on to these a little longer, just pause. You can do that on the replay, not so much on the live, but let's come on up, flowing out of that. Let's draw a big circle with that toe all the way around to the front of the thigh. Give it a little hug, press and lift. That's going to encourage you to lift tall through the spine as you rotate and look over the shoulder. Shoulder down. Try not to let that shoulder creep up. Very nice. And let's just finish in our seated, gentle, crossed, seated position. Take a couple of breaths here. Take a nice deep breath in. Draw your hands into your heart center. And thank you for tuning in. I have to get rid of this spider. I have to find something like a piece of cardboard to slip under that can and move it out of the way. I've got my Busy Lizzy boutique sign. I'm gonna slide it under this. This is one huge spider. I don't usually care about spiders. I have to tell you, like I'm not worried about spiders. I get rid of them, but I don't like to kill them. So you've got it. Here we go. See, I've got my spider trapped in a can on top of a cardboard. I'm just gonna push it out of the way. He's under there. He's not going anywhere. Oh gosh. Okay, now I've got my mat set up. Okay, so thanks again for tuning in, and the feedback is invaluable to me, and I hope that we got a good cut. I kept thinking in my mind, oh no, now I'm not going to get a good version of this class again. I keep trying to get a good version of this class. I want to post it on YouTube because I feel like it's a good one to come back to, but I haven't been able to find one that has the mic, the video, and everything happening at the same time. I don't know. I need an in-house guru or something. Anyhow, it was rough. I'm glad you found me because you did find me, and I will actually uh, try and edit and post this a cleaner copy. I think it's going to be okay. I'll look at it later. I'm trying to go by my motto that perfection is the enemy of progress. So I may post it even though it's not the best, and see what happens. Anyway, thank you so much. Again, feedback is welcome. I love seeing you guys. The more the merrier. Invite some friends if you are able to and if you're enjoying what we're doing. Bye.